Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your reading for your general angel reading for the week of November 15th through 21st of 2021. So last week I was saying 7 through 13, and I should have been saying 8 to 14. But thankfully, our angels are on that. And so they were giving the energy for the correct time period, even though I was saying it wrong. So good thing they know what's going on. Okay. All right. So here we have the cards coming out, and looks pretty good so far. Yeah, looks really good so far. So hang on, we got a couple more cards to come out. We'll just see what else your angels want you to know today. Oh, we've got an extra. Okay, that's fine. All right, so first thing your angels want you to know, your material needs are always going to be met. You have the prosperity. So, you can relax into this then, right? And you can have fun bringing in what you feel is needed I guess, to ensure the prosperity. I'm not sure what exactly your angle is on that. From your angel's point of view, everything is always, there's plenty, always. And so the more you can tap into that energy and that feeling of always being looked after, especially in the material ways. Like in our world, I keep thinking, gee, it would be so nice if we just didn't have to have money, right? Because it gets in the way and you have to have it. So then us being human, we feel stress over that and stuff. The angels are saying that in truth, there is always plenty to go around, to look after. It's by you creating resistance, you having stress around it, that stops it from coming to you. But in truth, like as soon as you kind of feel into it and you go, oh yeah, money feels great, then it can come to you without any of the, yeah, it feels great when I get some, right? Like try and just leave it pure and simple as how good it feels, how prosperous you feel, right? Okay. All right. I know, easier said than done. I totally get it. Okay. Fertility. So, some of you may be having a baby. Some of you, maybe it's not your baby, but coming into your family, right? And so that's a beautiful, fertile time. This also means ideas and things that are coming to fruition, things you are manifesting and bringing to you. And this is just wonderful. All this, it's along the same lines as the prosperity. It's all this beauty and amazingness and joy and fruitfulness coming directly to you. It's amazing, and to you and to your family, your loved ones. So there is all this bounty, and it feels like now is just the time when it is coming to you, when things are ripening, and yeah, definitely some people there, you're having kids or grandkids or something like that, right? Could be nieces, nephews, and it makes you just feel joyful, and 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 just embrace all that. And so somebody is feeling stress over it, and they're not really giving me exactly what that is, but somebody is kind of muddying it up with, I'm not quite sure. It's like whoever it is that's pregnant, you don't have faith in them or something like that. Take this as it resonates. Relax. Your angels say this is not in your control. This is nothing that you can change. You can be a support, and you can be encouraging and helpful, but you cannot be judgy. That would just not help the situation whatsoever. And you need to take a step back and allow others to fulfill their path, right? This one's not yours. You can watch it. And you can embrace it and you can love it and experience joy from it. But stop with the control and the judgment is what they're saying. Okay. All right. If you need help stopping with control and judgment, do things like yoga and meditation. They really help. They bring you back down to earth. They get you grounded and get you so that your focus is going in the right place, right? And so, anytime you're trying to determine another person's path without them asking you for help, then you're not on your path, right? You're trying to step off your path and get on theirs, or you're trying to do on both. And all you're going to do is the splits. I mean, it doesn't help anybody at all, right? And so the more you can just be in your center and know who you are and understand that who anybody else is has nothing to do with you, then the smoother your life goes, the more you can simply be receptive to all the goodness coming to you. And there's a lot of it. Like wow, you have an amazing, amazing life and circle of people who love you and all that. And so the more that you concentrate on that, on how beautiful and bountiful and prosperous and loving and joyful everything is in your life, the more of that will come to you. And so doing the yoga and the personal inner work, this is not limited to just yoga and meditation. This is anything that you take on that helps you grow and helps you get to know yourself even more, even better, right? So it's everything. And okay, and so this helps you remember who you are. Because it all comes down to you. Everything in your life circles around you. And it does. Like when we tease people and say, oh, you think you're the center of the universe, we each are the center of our own universe. And we have to be. Nobody else can be. If you try and put your spouse or a child or somebody else at the center of your universe, and that you hover, circle around somebody else and make them your whole life, that's a false life, right? You have to circle around yourself and who you are and what you like and how you want to live and what you want to have in your life and who you want to have in your life. This is you. This is your life. It's not somebody else's. Now, yes, of course, we all overlap. Our circles of energy, bump into each other and what's the word? Meld with each other a certain amount. Of course, none of us is completely, if there was nobody else in the world, we'd be pretty lonely and we wouldn't last very long, right? We have to have the interactions with the other people. Of course, we have to have that. However, your world is about you and your choices. And so while, yes, there's compromises made and things like that, in general, you set up your life to attract the people who want the same things you do, like who vibrate the same level that you do. And that's what attracts those people. So that you find it easier to embrace yourself and appreciate yourself for who you are because those people are also on the same general path. So, yes, you've made great strides and you're really, really doing awesome in that way. Okay, so you will have to have some persistence. Whatever it is that you're manifesting, it feels to you like it's taking its sweet old time. And it is, that's true. But it's because the time isn't quite ripe yet. And it's like, it's not effort, but it is focused intention and some action, you know, that you have to be persistent with in order to bring about what you are manifesting. So keep at it. Keep at it. It feels like you consider it to be a difficult thing. That in your life this is a difficulty. It's an obstacle. It's something that you have to overcome or whatever. And so again, they're kind of just talking about perspective, and it's you who determines what's easy and what's difficult, right? So, you know, a certain amount, some things are more of a challenge than others are. And so maybe this one just happens to be something you find difficult. You have the persistence. You will totally overcome all this. And don't forget that the very beginning, the very first thing your angels want you to know is how much prosperity you have in your life. So, you know, the fact that you have some difficulty is only a balance, right? It's only just to, I don't know, I'm not sure. This is one more of those things that you have decided you need to learn. And so here you go, learning it. And so the more you resist it, the more you treat it like a difficulty, the more it is like a difficulty. So, you know, if you can get to that point where you're just saying, okay, not my forte, but here I go, learning and you know, doing this with as much willingness as I can muster. And that is what's going to help you overcome this, as well as the persistence, right? Okay. All right. So you got this, right? Okay, so here we have the daily guidance cards, and okay, 2 cards fell out, so we'll use them both. Family. Family. So this is maybe to do with this fertility that we talked about earlier. Family feels to you like very, very important, but it's like you have reservations. It's like again, back to that, it's like you don't trust certain members. Oh, okay, but the subject is different. So it's like you don't trust certain members to have your best interest at heart. And maybe they don't. It's okay, because they're just focusing on themselves, which is what your angels have asked you to do. You know, there is a lot of love in your family. Some of you are sitting there going, no, there isn't. Okay, and that may be true of your blood family, but we all have those people who are ours, right? That we really connect with, we resonate. It's like if that person was my sibling, that is the best, like that would be the connection, right? And so no matter who you consider to be your family, they are very special, and there's a lot of love there. Excuse me, I have to cough. And okay, and so this cough, they're just telling me this is to do with your family. There's things you haven't said, things that they're also saying things you haven't heard from your family that you feel you need for closure. And so trying to influence somebody else to say something that you feel you need to hear is not going to work. The best way to do that is to say the things that you think you need to say, even if they fall on deaf ears or unreceptive ears. So that's how that is. Excuse me, I hope that's not too loud. All right, and the other thing, go out and get a bunch of fresh air. and, some body movement, some, I guess, exercise, but it's not like you're not doing aerobics in the park, right? But go out for a walk, do some stretching, just get outside, and instead of inside, it feels like you're inside a lot, and so get out there, get some movement, do some things. If there's snow to shovel, do that. If there's leaves to rake, then do that. Whatever gets you out there and moving, and paying attention to deep breaths and how vibrant it all feels. Okay, awesome. All right. So, Aquarius, thank you so much. I want you to know how much I appreciate you and how much I love you. And I will see you next week.